Hey craft lovers, welcome to Serious Crafts. I'm Sarah and I seriously love to craft, and this is my little corner of the internet where I can share that love with you. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. If you're interested in any of the products in this video, you can order directly from my store or contact me if you'd like a hand. Today I want to show you how I made this Dragonfly card using our amazing Dragonfly Dreams bundle. This bundle has starred in many of my cards since I got it, and it is fast becoming one of my favourite products to play with. To get started with today's card, I'm cutting all of my paper to size. Beginning with Dapper Denim, which I cut to 9 inches by 6 inches. Once folded, this will become our main card base. I then took a piece of Bermuda Bay and cut it to 4 3/8 by 5 7/8 of an inch. This piece will be our first layering piece. Next is Whisper White. I cut 2 panels, both measuring 4 1/4 by 5 3/4 inches. This will be used as the main face of the card, as well as an insert that can be signed. Once I had all my pieces, I folded my Dapper Denim in half and reinforced the crease with my bone folder. I then put my coloured pieces off to the side and put a scrap piece of paper under my white pieces, and then it's time to get stamping. I started with my awesomely artistic stamp set and selected the Dragonfly and Splatters stamps out of this kit. I used Bermuda Bay with the Dragonfly and stamped it at random on the front piece. You can do as few or as many as you like, but for this size I decided 3 was a good number. I then placed a dragonfly on 2 opposite corners for the insert. These can be at any angle you like. Next I switched to my Splatters stamp and my Pool Party ink pad. Again I stamped diagonally up the front of the card following the path of the dragonflies. You can be as random as you like with these, making them widespread or more condensed. Just have fun with it. I then added a few splatters to the corners of the insert. The last bit of stamping needed for this card was the sentiment. You can use any sentiment you like for this step depending on what type of card you're trying to make. I chose to use Thanks for the Smile and Everything Else from the Dragonfly Dreams stamp set. I simply inked it up using Dapper Denim and stamped it down in the corner of the card front. Once the stamping was done, I moved on to the Big Shot. I start with the Big Shot platform and one of the clear cutting plates. I then place my card front and one of my circle dies from the Layering Circles set. You can use whichever size die you like here, depending on how much you want the dragonfly to overhang and how big of a circle you want behind him. You want to ensure the raised edge of the die is facing down towards the card front, as this is your cutting edge. Then place the second cutting pad over the top of everything and run it through the machine. I like to run it through twice, but you can just go straight through once. I then grabbed my detailed dragonfly dies and selected the 2 smaller dragonflies. I followed the same process for the open dragonfly using Pool Party cardstock. For the more detailed die, I swapped out the clear base plate for the precision base plate. I then placed a piece of Dapper Denim down with the detailed die on top. Finally, add one of the clear cutting plates on top of the lot and run it through the Big Shot. If you don't have a precision plate, you can use a scrap piece of paper as a shim to help get a cleaner cut. However, I find the precision plate more effective. To get the dragonfly out of the die, it is easiest to use the die brush, as I am. However, you can also use anything small enough to poke through the holes in the die to release your cutout, though this can take a little longer. Added Wink of Stella to my detailed Dragonfly to get some shimmer. I'm in love with this product and have been using it on every card I make since I got it. With all the prep work done, it's time to assemble our card. I used a small amount of Tombow glue to stick the two dragonflies together, just along the body so that the wings were free. Glue the Bermuda Bay layering piece to your card base, followed by your white card front. I always double check I'm not adhering this upside down. While you have the glue out, adhere your insert, again checking you don't have your card upside down or back to front. Finally, I took my dimensionals and cut one in half to fit the dragonfly better. Placing it on the body of the dragonfly, I adhere this to the centre of the cutout circle. And there you have it, a finished card. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial and I hope to bring you more in the future. I'll leave the measurements in the description below, and you can also check out my blog to see more cards. Don't forget, if you're interested in any of the products in this video, you can find them at my store. I'd love your suggestions for what card to make next. Have an amazing day and happy crafting!